Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Dealer.
Flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Good morning, grasshoppers. Thank you for the sub. The 11 months. Thank you so much. Namaste, Pegasus. Thank you, Ron. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who supports the stream. I wanted to take care of one other person here. Another time. Good morning, DG Road. How are you? I think yesterday I ducked out when there was an odd number just to make sure that everyone got a game. Have my finger on the pulse just in case. Puts it up for grabs. Congratulations to LOL, my name is Jeff. All right. Let's get to business. Get down to brass tacks. All right. What do I feel like here? King's Indian. He likes to play the King's Indian. Grunfeld, Benoni, Nimzo. Let's go very classically here. See what his answer to the Nimzo is. Ah, yes. I always like this particular treatment because it leads to a Caro-Kann. Admittedly, it is a Caro-Kann that has my bishop a wee bit restricted, so it's an e6 Caro. I will do some brushing up on this before the World Open. Eatonheimers will be we'll be at the event as needed. Just keep up the pressure. Let's grab that bishop pair while we can. Even though it gives our opponent two center pawns, it creates pawn weaknesses. I'm not really planning on getting rid of my bishop on b4. Bishop on b4 usually goes back to e7 and then out. Let's get out of the way of that rook and aim at the dark squares on the king side. Meanwhile, we're also tagging bishop on c4 just a wee bit. As advertised, gotta keep my king side secure. With a slightly safer king, I can continue to tag my opponent's weaknesses, assuming I don't lose any pieces. 94. I do have to think about what my opponent's up to. He's going to grab the bishop pair. How do I get to e3? Not easy. Maybe he'll help me out. Almost dropped the pawn on the wrong square while I was looking at the other side of the board. My personal favorite thing to do in most of those instances was primarily to bet on the third horse out in the standings when I was younger. Did it smell the same as I described, DG Road? Basically, the smell that I had described was grass, usually a cool breeze. So now, let's just pay attention here. Knight to b5. Let's think about this for just a wee moment. This is a terrible sound. That was a terrible sound. I always hate the way that, however that was recorded, how it breaks up. Alright, it appears to be safe. Now we have a pen, but what does it do for us? Let's see if we can take over that square. Anything? Anything? Anyone? Anyone? Hoping to anchor our knight on a good square. He can stop us. We have another square. He's a little overworked. Hoping to give him some grief on those weakened pawns in the center. The white squares are ours, but where are we going with them? And how do we get there from here? Let's just skip around. So now, let's keep the d6 square under control, because he did have knight e4 last move. Knight e4 last move was going to be a little bit of a pain in the tuchus. But it's less of a pain in the tuchus now. Because everyone is a little bit overworked. Wow, a purely defensive move. Keeping my knight at bay, threatening to play b4.
Sitting lonely in my room again, trying to find the words to say, but nothing comes out. I am looking for the better days, seem like they just stay away whenever I try.
The knight on c3 is holding everything up pretty well.
Things that I keep in my mind, my friends keep me out and it hurts every time. All the emotions I built up inside, oh why can't I? Will someone look for me if I disappear?
Where can I place my knight to its best and most effective post?
But I see the light from far away, it's down the line. Maybe
Let's give up on the idea of c4 for a moment. Now, of course, the knights are a little bit redundant.
there will be a time.
Let's see here. Yes, yes. He does have that idea.
Lonely in my room again, acting like I'm innocent. Why do I try? 'Cause now I'm feeling like a fool.
Looks as though my move is forced, just to prevent any incursions. Although I'd love to stay attacking the knight on e4.
I keep in my mind. I hang around people I don't even know.
Maybe knight c6 was not such a wise idea. After all, I did want to play knight e7, knight d5. Or, as it turns out, knight d7, knight f5, going after the d4 pawn, which I'm already doing. So let's see here. No, that one has to go. He's managed to weaken my pawns. Just gonna ask him what he is up to. So let's see here, b4, knight takes b4, knight d5, let's just keep pressing. This is, after all, what we're after.
Will someone look for me if I disappear? No matter how much that I scream, nobody hears.
So many good options in this position. That's a slight problem. It's going to c5. I don't like moving my pieces backwards. That is the problem. Let's see, knight takes, bishop takes. God, I couldn't have gotten bishop h6 in earlier. Was that the move that I should have played instead of b4? Do we have a good skewer? That's a bummer. I'm pressed with my back a little bit to the wall. Well, that was interesting.
Time is running out.
Pressuring the knight. Pressuring d4. Pressuring b2. Attempting on several occasions to avoid any funny business. It does have that. Let's give it this, just in case. I don't have what I wanted to have. My knight is still off sides. And now for something completely irrational. Knight takes. There are a lot of weaknesses here. Let's go for the open file. Living on our delay. See if we can offer a trade of it. Let's see where he wishes to go. Just trying to keep him tied down as much as I can. Check. Check. And then after? First things first, let's gain some space. Give our rook an option. Yes. Trying our best to get our king up there for Gegenspiel. Not worried about my b4 pawn, as I said. I was concerned about knight f2. If he just holds, what am I going to do? I was very lucky. Very, very lucky. Again, if there's an odd number, I may duck out for a moment. No time like the present to join the event. Just play Salavajan. And Gopim, by the way, always pips me at the post. No matter how good my position is, I'm going to go with a different approach today. Just a lesser known line. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. I will take that isolated pawn and the attacking chances. I am missing my dark squared bishop. Let's get one of the bishops back. And reinforce everything while we're at it. Does he want f5 for his bishop? Let's see if we can exchange one set. Do I want the passive rook? Do I want the passive rook? That is the question. Let's do it. Let's take the passive rook. In for a wee bit of simplification. Not a big plan, not a good plan, by the way, at all. This is a good time to note that maybe, just maybe, h4 was a better move. And now for something completely extravagant. Oh no. I don't really want to walk into any specific pins. Does he have enough on that pawn? He does not really have enough on that pawn. Piece coordination. Take the opportunity to tag the open file. Now we'll go for it. What's a pawn amongst friends, yeah? What's a pawn amongst friends? What is a pawn amongst friends? Help yourself. So I can only defend it twice. So we're going to try to sandwich him with the isolated pawn. And of course the better pawn structure. I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. Just keeping up with the Joneses. And now F5. The isolated pawn. Knight to D5. F5, bishop moves. I really like that square for my knight though. Let's lock down on that square just a wee bit more. So let's see, is he going to get in? Well, c'est la vie. Mr. Aim Gopim is a very astute tactician, so we're trying to keep the game as positional as possible. Now there's an interesting concept. That was an interesting concept. And because he's an astute tactician, we're going to do our best to keep this game as ultra positional as possible. Good morning, Chescudo. We've got Ron Hay in the house. Chescudo, DG Road. Now where's the knight going? G5, knight H5. Not so easy to protect. F4. G5, knight H5. G5, knight D5. I get my pawn back. G5 looks good. Need to get my pawns off of these squares. And now for something completely different. Just keep up the pressure. No intention of taking that pawn actually, but I may reroute my knight to G4. So I have a choice in this position. Try to take advantage of the pin as well. B4, B5. Did I miss my opportunity for those things? Yes. Let's just consider it for a moment. I'm not sure why I played A3, honestly. Yeah. Is this true? Once again, I didn't play B4 to stop him from going to that square. Let's offer a further simplification since we're down 2 pawns. How about that? Further simplifications to try to keep his knight at bay. Oops. My pawn on F4. Let's see here. What is the threat? Can't believe I've let this game go so badly. Let's stop him from at least attacking all of my pawns with knight F2. Try to keep his knight restricted. And now the winner is... Oh, I can't move over there. Ouch. Nice work, sir. As usual. Knight game, king game. King D3, forced. Knight takes F4. 2 pawns is too much. Aim Gopam, Aim Gopim Shimba. Let me give Cheskudo a shout out. I don't know the last time. Yeatenheimers, how are you? Rook and Knight endgames on the agenda. Note to self. Where were we? I do have to stop streaming so early in the morning if I want a bigger audience, don't you think? But for many of you, it's the afternoon. I really don't stream for anyone in the United States, honestly. My daughter had this theory that my air conditioning vent is offset or moved. Since the air conditioning guy was up there, he may have kicked the vent cover. Oh, you're welcome, Cheskudo. Please check out Cheskudo. I'm gonna dim the music just a bit for Oh no. That was a terrible miss. Must take that before knight f3 checkmate happens, but I don't know if we can stop it. We don't have queen e1. Oh, we do get that pawn. But now this endgame is no longer as tragic as it could have been. It's tragic, but it's no longer as tragic. Mm-hmm. What to do in this position?
Check.
Head on the bishop protecting the rook. We're not sure if that was really such a great square. But what to do? Secure the second rank? All the pawns on the same side of the board? Definitely had to play rook c2 earlier. Both sides missing bishop e1. Removes the defender to a certain extent. But now, is the game in the air?
Check.
We don't have... Yeah, this could tax our playing ability, unfortunately. Bummer.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
But this is exactly what we needed. Ah, thank you for the follow. Just Kudo streamed last year. Dude, what do we do to get you back online, sir? What do we do? Location. Rian Javari. I am in Hamilton Beach. You can Google that one. It does have a beach at the end of the street. I do have water on that side of me. Good morning, Rian. How are you? I hope you enjoyed Friday's class. It was exceptionally tough. Zux Fa, anybody? Keep it up. You got this. It's a very difficult pawn to defend and make progress. That c6 pawn is very annoying, to say the least. The pawn at a5 is very inappropriately placed. Uh-oh. This could be a fascinating, instructive position. As much as we... I hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy the class? I didn't mean to be so tough on Kian, but in general, he needed it. Wow, this is a fascinating position. If black had a chance to put the bishop on b6, the game was over. That is true. Can he get his bishop to the right square at the right time? No, he can't actually do anything aggressive. That's crazy. Nice work, Yamato. Very sneaky, sir. Very cleverly done. Yamato is another student. Has attended the Little House of Chess camps before. He's a very strong student. He's going to pass my other very strong student soon. Is there an odd number? Can't tell. It does look like there's an odd number. If I get out in time to pair everyone else. 4 games going. That looks good. That looks good. We paired everyone else. Everyone is playing. Well, Chess Master. Oh, you had a half-point buy, right. So you should be playing. Diligent daily training. All the time. Diligent daily training. This is what it's all about. Application of your chess skills. Yeah, if I didn't get out, you might have gotten the buy, which would have been terrible, because they do give full point buys to players who already have. Good morning, Arhan. How are you? I'm going to advise you guys to change your Twitch names, please. All right? A, because of internet safety. All right? That's why we advertised it. A, because of internet safety, gentlemen. All right, can you do that? You can change your Twitch names. I don't want you to put a whole bunch of numbers in your name like the ridiculous Lee Chess names that you have, all right? I want you to have something purposeful and positive. Purposeful and positive. When I first took over Master Chess Dojo, it was meant to be just Master Chess. And then it was the dojo that resulted from Master Chess around 2003. So pretty soon, Master Chess Dojo will be celebrating 20 years. The Master Chess Dojo started with Grandmaster Mark Arnold, Linda Diaz, Lilia Poteet, Ulrich Olsen, Maud Rodsmoen, all of which became national champions. All of them became national champions. Whether it was girls' national champion for Lilia Poteet, about 11 times, I believe, she won the girls' national championships. It's hard to believe. It could be 9, but somehow in all the confusion, I lost count. Let's look at Arhan's game. What? That's not a good way of changing your name, but at least your last name is off of it. Only people that watch this stream will probably be able to tell. Unfortunately, I also stream with YouTube clips and whatnot. I'm going to make a deal with Rogan Joe Sloan. Rogan Joe Sloan has done a great job of producing YouTube videos for me, and I think I'm going to have to pay him. He doesn't want to get paid because he's learning. But after the last couple, I think if he does a couple more, we're going to work on a payment schedule. What is this opening that Arhan is playing here? Arhan is on the white side of a Slav. Knight c3 is, to me, a slight inaccuracy to avoid a lot of lines. But knight c3 does try to avoid the Marshall variation so that you can play e4. That is the main benefit. D takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop to b4 check, bishop d2, queen takes d4. bishop takes b4, queen takes e4 check, bishop e2, and the game begins. That is the starting position for the main line of the martial attack variation. The knight c3, the only advantage the knight c3 against the Slav is that it prevents e6. And it becomes a very scary, hairy game. Everybody has to be prepared for that. Now, normally, as it was played here, the move c5 is often played to take advantage of this weakness on b6. And c5 is not normally played after the pawns have been locked up, because I'm not entirely sure what kind of an inroad we can make with our pawns. Yeah, we're back in the main line after knight f3. Back in the main line. Thank you, Chescudo. And black chose the Chelyabinsk variation. So on the fifth move here, c5 is a very real option if you are playing for that plan. a4, e3, very common against this particular one. I don't, and black is threatening to hang on to their pawn in this Chelyabinsk variation. Now, why we took with the pawn, I don't completely understand. Was it because he had a tunnel vision for attacking this pawn, which can always move to b5? Or was it because he was planning for a later e4, which might leave him with a backward d4 pawn? This is also possible. Black has gotten in a standard break with e5. White really wished to get the standard break in first. Now we'll just have to wait to see if one side or the other is reduced to passivity, because this bishop and this knight don't really have a healthy future. I'm against that move, by the way. I'm against that move for two reasons. Basically, we could have probably played bishop d2, bishop a5, and try to get our bishop to the other side of the pawn structure in case the center does not get opened up, because black is not obligated to open up the center. There are some slight endgame possibilities here with pressure on the b5 pawn, with a potential piece sacrifice. However, in almost every variation, this bishop could be suffering if that piece sacrifice is not on. This morning I was taking care of or watching the over-the-board play of Dina Belenkaya. I have had very good relationships with most of the other female streamers. Karma Chameleon variation. Jesse February, Chess Bay, now AK Nemsko, sweetheart of a young lady. The wrong person is getting control of the A file. We better be ready for this. We do have the split pawns, which I'm not sure how we can justify this. I'm waiting for some sort of a tactical idea. I am getting back in, by the way. Let's just make sure that everybody knows that I'm back in. Sometimes when I'm not in, it affects attendance. So right now there are 3 people out. Why there are 3 people out, I don't know. I can't guarantee that. What happened to Chessmaster Luigi? Chessmaster Luigi, I have high hopes for you, sir. High hopes. Get your tuchus in gear and get practicing. Make sure you wash your hands and rejoin this event. By the way, Grandmaster Elshan Moradiabadi, Grandmaster Elshan, I'm going to just call him, has taught in our chess camps, and I was very happy to learn from him one summer when we also held a simultaneous women's camp at the same time. Let's check on Chess 399.
Check.
Well, that was that. Nina Rosa gave a lesson. As someone once said, I'm not sure if it's Bobby Fischer that said it. Sometimes you're giving the lesson, sometimes you're receiving the lesson. So it looks like there's a potential pawn fork in this position, which can be set up with anything to C1, double attack. Uh-oh. We see what black's idea is. That queen will not be on B7 for long. Now we're going to be forced. Why aren't we going to C2? It is okay for everyone, by the way, to be in the stream because I'm going to hope to comment equally and or tip the scales in either person's favor. We're not here to win. We are here to learn. So if I talk about the games, because it's not a prize money event, I want to stress absolutely that the dojo, as it is, the dojo is primarily for learning. How is this cheesy tactic going to work? That is my question. Now we can bring the queen in. Because there is no threat, we do have to cover the back rank. We are here to learn, and all comments are made for the learning nature of this dojo. Master Chess Dojo Rapid and Classical will be featuring events maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Possibly Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Got to follow through on your idea now, but we don't have it. Do we have it? The D4 pawn is hanging. This is a little bit of a problem. I was debating on whether or not it was worth it. Well, that pawn's not going to be there for long. Is knight G3 check an option? Or is there a chance? Arhan is making the most of this particular possibility. I have high hopes for all three of these gentlemen as far as FIDE training goes. I know I pinned my rate very, very high, but my rate is, of course, negotiable. It's mainly because my rate is designed upon very long lessons. Look me up in the coaches thread. Anybody can charge $20 an hour for lessons, but you get what you pay for. So, moment of truth. I thought rook to G5 was very intriguing. But not for long. The problem with rook to G5 is that they're not obligated to play queen takes f4. Still entirely unconvinced by this attack on White's part. White's knight on C3 should be his worst placed piece. Should be. No guarantees. So is there a way in? We had bishop takes b5, knight takes d5, knight f6, and some variations. That was a possibility. Let's step it up. Batten down your first rank. Don't worry about the f4 pawn. He's got the wrong piece leading the battery. That just gives away... Does it give away a pawn? No, it does not give away a pawn. But does it give away a pawn? There might be a perpetual check. I was looking at knight g3 King moves. Knight takes f5. I have to watch my P's and Q's since there are students present, yes? If for any reason you find anything useful, worth clipping, please do. Clip it. Clip it good. Ooh, pawn takes pawn. Did we really allow pawn takes pawn? Looks like we allowed pawn takes pawn. But this is a fascinating move in between, but now he can try to batten down the last rank again.
Check.
No, you want to take the knight. No, you want to take the knight on f8 at some point. Do not go nuts. Your bishop, your knight on,
Check.
Yeah, we're running for it. Is it going to be worth it? Vinovich, Restrictovich, and we still don't have the c6 pawn, the c5, c6, c7 concept. Don't give away any material, by the way. That knight had an intention. What is your opponent's intention? What is your worst placed piece? No caveman chess, Arhan. Your opponent moved his knight to attack your pawn. This now becomes a game that is not fit for all audiences. Yeah, there's a dark squared bishop on the board, and he's not afraid to use it. No, I thought there was more. But wait, there's more. For a limited time only. Let's head back and check to see if there's an odd number. 8 and 1, yeah. I did not see it, actually. We'll just go back.
Check.
Mate and 1. By the way. Or is it? No, I apologize. Mate and 1 here. But you can never do enough mate and 1s. By the way, if you wish to do mate and 1s, you can simply go to the puzzle dashboard, and then you go to puzzle themes and you scroll all the way down. And I do these in class for students all the time. You can try to set them to the hardest level, and then you will perhaps learn something. But on average, maybe we'll do that right after this is over, just to run through some training techniques. Oh, I went to the wrong dojo. We're back to this one. All right, odd number. I don't know that I can get out, though. I did get out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got all 4. We got all 8 boards going. Everyone got a game. Very important. We're here for the training. This is a 9-round tournament by me sticking my neck out. I give everyone a chance to play. It's not about me, by the way. And ironically, all of you should think that it's not about you. Nina Rosa playing a very original system with g3, bishop g2, and e4 against the King's Indian. I have played a very similar system with the same-ish knight e2, knight on 2 to c3. Don't remember who I played it against, honestly. Could have been against LOL, my name is Jeff. I think it was, actually. LOL, my name is Jeff. Are you Monkey Boy in our Discord channel? Yeah. Please make sure that you follow or join the Discord for further stream announcements, because I'm only allowed so many messages in the Lead Chess about events each day. So the Discord will be work. Yeatenheimer's here. LOL, my name is Jeff. And congratulations on your USCF rating. I know it was rough, but you did a great job. I appreciate the update. I was checking. Ironically, I only get to check each of and many of my social media every day. That includes Discord, my messages. I actually checked my WeChat. Oh my God, my WeChat the other day for the very first time in weeks, and apparently one of the parents had left me a message from Columbus, Ohio that I did not get, like, for 6 days. I feel terrible that I did not check the WeChat. There's just too many of them. Good thing I'm not very active on Telegram either, but I am, however, I think the one that I check the most is Twitter, where I have over 1,000 followers. I'm very happy to say. I'm hoping on Twitter to have more followers than I do in my Twitch chat. It seems rather ridiculous and odd that I have more followers on Twitch than I do on Twitter. But if you've not yet followed me on Twitter, please do. We have a standard maneuver here to put a knight on e5. And white does have to fight for that square or try to get a knight outposted on d4 safely. I'm actually curious about this particular move. If c5 was a move. Was c5 a move? I think it may well have been a move. Not entirely positive. We have to check that afterwards. So Yeatenheimer's playing black, going for the standard plan of thank you very much for this outpost square. These players are strong enough, by the way, that they will find these ideas with or without me, and often, as was pointed out in the Belankaya thread, they will see exactly what I don't see. Now I would like to play c5, but not a big fan of this. I prefer... Oh, we don't have knight to d2. That's illegal. Normally it's knight to d2 to guard this pawn. For me, anyway. So is Jeff going to get his classic King's Indian rating? I mean, King's Indian thematic here. A lot of action on that diagonal. A lot of action on f1. Potential threats. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. What? Let's look at another game. Let's look at Ron Hay from Sweden, also known, aka Pegasus, playing Arhan. Yeah, you can request your Twitch name to be amended. I am Hans Niemann had to do it because now we're setting up a potential mate in 2 in this position. But how? That is the question. Ron will figure it out, I'm afraid, Arhan. He is a very dangerous player. What's my record against Ron? I am down 5 games, 88 to 93 against Ron over a little more than 11 months, I'm positive. 88 to 93, crazy, right? Whereas with Arhan, 2-0. One of those guys beat me, though. I think one of those guys. Uh-oh. There is no rook on the e-file. This is going to be tricky.
Check.
But we are up a piece, and that was the mate that I was talking about. So he took the free piece, trades the rook, and Arhan gets an education. King safety. Next, let's see what Ayam Gopur is doing. Ayam Gopim. Somebody was upset about me getting a little political in the stream, because every now and then I'll make a statement of truth, by the way. I will. I'll make a statement of truth regarding current state of affairs. And unfortunately, silence is approval. This is my motto. Who cannot, unfortunately, approve of what is going on by staying silent. So if you believe something, not let it happen. Regardless of your position, regardless of whether or not I'm worried about followers, etc. So what's happening now? Pressure is building on the knight on c3 and Eatonheimer's game with Nina Rosa. Nina Rosa sounds like he should play for the Cubs, to be honest. Anybody? Anybody know where I'm coming from? Nina Rosa should be playing for the Cubs. The knight is pinned except for a4 and d1, but that pawn is becoming a little bit tricky. Yeah, nobody else try to time yourselves on the odd number. Ron Hay in the past has actually withdrawn, I think, to make it an even number. He's also very considerate and courteous. See how Arhan is doing with his sans piece. Ouch! Ouch! Our man from Vajo. Our man from Vajo is, let's just see this. So this was Arhan's defense against the reverse Sicilian with the Grand Prix attack, d5 being a very legitimate and strong idea. I love playing the English if my opponent's going to play the Grand Prix attack.
Check.
Moment of truth. We lost a rook. Ouch. Back to the event. Aim and Saya. Is Saya the one who got me? Saya, the dream is over. Saya, when the world comes through. How about that for terrible singing, huh? Oh, we paused our music a while ago. We forgot completely about it. Let's go with some covers. Did I lose my volume? Word. Close it. Restart it. Shuffle it up.
Check.
Epic Player, thank you for joining the Discord. If you've not already joined the Discord for future stream announcements, this is the shot. Oh, wrong one. This looks like Saya is taking it away. Do we have another one? Nina Rosa? Still locked in Mortal Kombat.
Check.
White has the two bishops and more. Ouch. So it's two pieces for a rook? Or is the knight trapped? Therein lies the tale. Oh, the knight's not trapped. What are we thinking? Or is it? Yes, not trapped. Just have to be a wee bit careful here. Is there a way? Very interesting endgame. 2 minor pieces versus a rook. Ah. The great equalizer. I do. Seriously, they've played so much with the analog clocks. You are totally reversed for us. Chescudo had an interesting game yesterday.
Check.
Well, put it in the Discord. Maybe I'll try to slip it in after the tournament's over. If you remind me again later, please, Chescudo. That is the place. There's a place for game analysis, and there's a place for,
Check.
I need to rename this. The informant studies. The World Championship game links. Let's see here. I think I have to make it a GP study link for Great Player Study Link. The Great Player Study links, by the way, to all of the guys that we've studied before is right there in the Discord. You may need to join the dojo to get to it. So, interestingly enough, for beginners setting the digital clock, you use the DGT European with the red clock, right, Pegasus? I believe that that's the clock that you're using. Thank you, Chescudo. I learned something about right-clicking and being able to open it in the game window that I already have open. Is there some triangulation going on here? Is there a breakthrough? That is the question. Not so sure this is going to be a good breakthrough, though. Uh-oh. It might have been a good breakthrough then. I think we should have played B5, Nina Rosa. Just need to go back for a moment to see if that was possible. Nina Rosa had so much time. Oh, we were in check. Never mind. Silly me. We can do these instrumental covers on stream, I believe. Uh-oh. And white is possibly better. We need to... Can we do it? Can we go for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. And this is notwithstanding the fact that we can gain an extra tempo. Can we gain an extra tempo? By triangulating. And the king has to move away, so make it 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do that again. One more time. Nina Rosa is going to demonstrate. We're all going to learn something. My apologies to Yeatnheimers because we are in this. So you just triangulated to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like it's going to happen at exactly the same time. But it's going to be close. I think the problem is the C6 pawn. Because if the A pawn is queening a 9 and the C pawn is queening a 9, It's probably best to grab the C pawn. Sorry, Jeff. I know you're both here. What is what is Ron up to here? What does Black do after the red one? What does Black do after 10A3? Alright, that's the deal. Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful. That is a beautiful analog clock. That is not an expensive analog clock either. We should be using analog clocks in our chess lab. What do you think, TG Road? We should have about 4 or 5 analog clocks, but I actually don't have playing. Nina Rosa, I think, is shaking hands. Yep. I wouldn't mind seeing this final position. Just the long story short, yeah, there was no way in. King moves away. We don't get anywhere. Nina Rosa was correct. One thing we didn't look at. Just the defense. Defense. Wait, I didn't join. If anyone wants to experiment with emotes, I am more than willing. My animated emote creator, oh no. Give Saya a nudge. Maybe he's watching the stream. It's very hard to do both, by the way. There we go. Reload, and let's just see who we have here. I am anxious to get my rating back over 2200 though, and I'm not going to do it this way. Today we have Offer Spiel in a little bit, by the way. The Offer Spiel event, I actually have to open it up in another window because as a team leader, it shows me information that I don't necessarily want to share with everyone. To make sure that we have an event today. Sure, 20 hours ago. WTH, 4 players. They had it on a Saturday. They had today's event yesterday by accident. Dude. That is so annoying. They held today's tournament yesterday in the league Offer Spiel, in the Offer Spiel League. I am so perturbed. As one of the team leaders, I try to make the announcements for the team for this tournament. So as a result, only 4 players played yesterday. Arhan, your opponent just resigned. It's possible that they had to leave. It is a Sunday morning. It's unfortunate, but at least they played a couple of moves and the game was rated. It doesn't really matter what your rating is, to be honest. In this position, white is slightly better. I'd probably hang it up anyway because I blundered with d5. He only knows what to do if you play bishop f4. So if you played bishop f4, maybe he would have stuck around. Yeah, you're right, DG Road. D5 falls. So, in the United States, I actually think that it's pretty simple. We have the blue DGT North American. The only difference between the main or the primary difference between this one and the European red one is that the American clock deals with delay. This is the clock that I recommend. It is about $40, very lightweight, has one simple setting, and once you set it, you're in business. I don't have the clock in here, but it's setting preset number 20 on this clock. And on the European one, I believe it's either 13 or 14. I'm not sure. But honestly, I'll look into it, though, if there's anything. But as far as beginners, always check the settings before you start your game. That's the number one thing I would recommend. Always check the setting before you start your game. It doesn't hurt to click your way through. See if I can find my clock. Unless it's downstairs, if I go back. Look, I found it. I know Ron might be playing, so I don't want to bother him too much. Ron is playing. Let's check him out. Another of my favorite players, who has a pretty good record against me. D'Amato has earned 12.5 games against me, which is 12.5 too many. So on the bottom of this particular clock, and I think it's the same on the red one now, if you don't have the instructions on the bottom of the red clock, Ron, I would suggest a silver Sharpie just to write the number of the preset. Or a silver Sharpie to mark the preset on the bottom. You have to use a fresh silver Sharpie, by the way, because the silver Sharpies dry out very quickly after you start to use them. So I would use them on all the club clocks. Point to the number that of the instruction to which you're supposed to be setting the preset. And that way, all you really need to do on these clocks is press play. Basically, you turn it off, check mark, and play. I think they're pretty straightforward and easy to use, honestly. I'm very happy to have all three of you in the chat. I know that when I stream at 5 a.m. on the weekdays, but I'll tell you a secret, if you get up early, you will go to bed early. That is the secret to getting the most out of your chess playing time every single day. And I guarantee you that no one else will be training and practicing under those conditions. So when we go to the Nationals and we're playing late at night and we're very tired, right? You're actually assimilating those conditions, or simulating those conditions. So you're actually training yourself for playing under the duress of being tired. And interestingly enough, every morning it's a Swiss, so even if you miss the first round or so, you can still get in up to round 3. Through round 3, I believe. I've never tested it. I will test it now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 players in the tournament right now. Unfortunately, because I blundered, Chess 399 got a bye. So sorry, buddy. Where is your brother? He lost the game and he hasn't shown up. And he lost to a good player too. Who cares, right? So I owe Pegasus 2 instructional streams. These are usually 2+ hours, 2.5 hours long. I actually aim at 2 hours these days, and it always goes long to 2.5 hours. In the rewards, you'll see that you can request with gifted subs. You put for 5 gifted subs. You may request a 2-hour study session on the player of your choice. I have to do the memorable games of Tiger, Lark, Person, or myself. I believe those are the two that I have remaining to do. I planned on doing it yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I had lessons, auto accident. I was actually hoping that it was a good enough auto accident that I could get a new car. But it wasn't a good enough auto accident, as it turns out. A little worried about this being a hold on, I want to just take that one out of the playlist. Never mind. I can't seem to remove that one from the playlist. I'm gonna have to check through the playlist to make sure that nothing is copyrighted music. Seventh rank. Pain in the tuchus. Potential problems. Bishop's the opposite color. Who knows what's going to transpire here. But it looks fairly good for Nina Rosa with the bishop pair, even though all the material is relatively equal. Yeah, I know, we're worried about this, but c'est la vie. Oh. Oh. So basically, with the knight on c5, I actually estimated that we were going to take that pawn with our bishop. So in this position, I was looking only at bishop takes c6, bishop takes b2, bishop d5, bishop d4, rook takes f7, and if bishop takes c5, rook to b7 check, rook takes b8, and we're behind the pawn. With this bishop ready to take it at any time. Bruce Pandolfini. That's a nice message. I wasn't trying to reach Bruce Pandolfini. It was nice of him to message me, though. Let me just see what this message says. Not often you get a classic American coach. Oh, that's nice. He just gave me his phone number. Message indicating so temporarily, and I can't seem to find it. I think it was because I tagged him in the photos.
Turned my collar to the cold and down when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People
learn without listening.
People writing songs that voices.
It was great to see you, Bruce.
No one dared disturb the sound of silence. but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed.
And Elshan,
The neon god they made, and the soundless
Elshan is messaging me on Facebook as well.
in the world it was forming, and the signs
Uh-oh, Elshan didn't want anybody to know that it was his birthday. He removed his birthday from everywhere,
and tenements
and I got it in.
in the sound.
I wonder if he's trying to stop at 39. I've been 39 so long, my daughter insists every year we have to celebrate because next year will be the big 4-0. All right, Bruce is up for a drink sometime. That's very cool. Sometimes there's a use for Facebook. I like Ron messaging me on Facebook. Who else? John Styles. John Styles? What is going on, sir? That was a very cryptic message. He replied to my story, but I have no idea which story he replied to. Obviously, it was so long ago. April 22nd. I have no idea. Yeah, it's good. I told Elshan, have a nice glass of wine at some point today for me, and enjoy your day. I think he's doing the Superbet Classic or something. Let me just see what you're doing. To get over to Twitter real quick to see what he's doing. Just Face India. 971 players in their school chess championships. Super Bet Rapid Blitz. Classic. Endgame Mastery Bow. Elshan Moradiabadi. Elshan. How about that? I think he's doing it on yeah, Ron, Hay, and Yamato are doing. With this diligent daily practice, I'm positive that Yamato will be climbing the ranks again. Uh-oh, what happened here? I would have checked King B5 and then fixed. Then F4. King over, king takes, king up. The white was better. Is white still better? That is the question. Or is it just a draw? Nicely done, Yamato. Chalk one up for the student. Powerful student. I am no longer staying out of the tournament. People have to join.
Ready.
Here we go. For GCT, what is GCT? Interesting. Charlotte, I think he's near Charlotte. I thought he was in North Carolina. Oh, Ron is trying to out-knight me. Well, you know what? The two knights tango is an opening that should be played with white. I'm going to apply the old Alakine recipe, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. This is the Tennyson Gambit, interestingly enough. Reversed, it's like a very delayed, deferred Tennyson Gambit. Oh, I have to put or turn off my coffee warmer. That's what I need to do. I think Queen E2 is a fascinating move. Without bishop c4, queen e2, queen to b5 check, queen takes b7. So I wouldn't be able to play queen d4 after queen e2, blocking in the bishop. Number 4 versus number 9. This seems like a mismatch. Oh, Grand Chess Tour. Thank you, Danny. Yes. They really didn't promote. Very cool. We did see the 2-bishop mastery, I believe. Unfortunately, I was a little distracted with Elshan and Bruce Benolfini messaging. This is correct. And this is the Alpine treatment versus the England. Moving back. And now for something completely different. I don't really use a mouse, but when I do, all right, I'm going for it. Gonna keep piling it on, but I'm after that bishop. Knight takes. I think I have an out. Knight takes, knight a4. Knight takes, knight a4. I am a little concerned about my my queen, to be honest. I'm a little concerned about the d5 pawn push as well. Let's do a little bit of shifting and grifting. On Ukraine. If anyone has good non-copyrighted music, is this a real threat? All right, in for a penny, in for a pound. possible that I'm not after what he thinks I'm after. Yes, on you crazy diamond. Making sure that you can't bother me the way I think you can bother me. Crazy diamond. Yes. About. I'm not that worried about that. I am concerned about Bishop D4 though.
Check.
Mm-hmm. This is not a sacrifice. The diamond. Let's see here. What is the threat?
Check.
What is the threat? Ooh, I need your love, babe. Yes, you know it's true. One thing I can say, girl. I'm a little bothered by this.
Check.
I blundered. Knight takes, rook takes. But am I able to get out of this mess? Oh no! Ron, you're so mean. So the other move was correct. I should have played bishop takes c2. Perhaps I should have played bishop takes c2. There's a reason why Ron is higher rated than me. Let's see if we can make can I make lemonade out of this at all? That's terrible.
You lose.
Nina Rosa versus Arhan. We're going to go back and look at the two bishop mastery of Nina Rosa, and we're going to look at chess kudos. As well.
look at you all, see the love there that's sleeping, while my guitar
Ron Henley's back. I recall Ron Henley's name on Twitch. I am drawing a complete blank, by the way. I don't know why. Oh, how to oh. Is this outside pawn going to be worth it? I think it is. I think this endgame is not exactly what we wanted because of the A2 pawn. No, you don't push the pawn to. You are so lucky, Nina Rosa, that he pushed the pawn. He had just had to centralize his king and win the ending because you're a piece ahead. Arhan, Nina Rosa is a piece ahead when you push that pawn without your king. It's not going to be pretty, but it can be done. Chances are you have to get down there. I guess it's still lost, but c'est la vie. But it was a much simpler win if you just brought your king in, by the way. So, yeah, king to g7 wasn't worth it because we had to avoid that endgame. So in this position here, any move that would probably support the any move that would support the bishop is probably good. Because the rook and pawn ending should be drawn. After all, the bishops are the wrong squares, right? It's too bad we can't play bishop takes bishop. I wonder if we could play bishop takes bishop and then king takes. Yeah, that was probably the simplest. Bishop takes and then king g7. Yep. Oh, we brought it to a close. Thank you, everyone. We're going to look at Nina Rosa's two-bishop mastery. So it was brought to my attention the other day. So this is a little bit. What is going on here? Oh, this is the Schlechter Slav with g6. Got it. Oh no, we've got the Neo Grunfeld randomness going. Sorry, I missed the Fianchetto. But now for something completely different. This time, Nina Rosa again has the two bishops. That was a really good move, I thought. Okay, so we're approaching it here, right? Takes, takes. And in this particular position, I actually thought that bishop takes c6 was the fastest and most efficient. b2. Rook b7 takes. The white's still a little better here. Ultimately, we went into passive mode. Yeah, now black is winning. Got it. I really don't want to look at the engine too much. So then we flow back. What's going on here? You really wanted to keep that, yes? Makes absolute sense. Second verse, same as the first. The black did have a chance to just secure the draw, probably, with bishop takes. If he wanted it, but he doesn't want it. Remember, he doesn't want it. And now it's a really good king. Piece up. Versus everything over here. Nicely done. Nicely done, everyone. Very cool. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. And now I'm going to see if I can remember Chescudo. If you're still here, Chescudo. Still rain. Think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for gold? So please follow me on my socials, definitely most notably Twitter, because that's where I do most of my legwork. Instagram is nice, but Instagram will be posted to Twitter. And join the Discord. So let's see here, the game study and analysis. Chescudo, are you still here? The time, if he's not still here, I don't necessarily want to so it's S. Evans 86 versus Chescudo. Oh, it is on cheese.com. So hold on one moment. We're going to, I'm going to export this. With us two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. And we're going to go to learn, study, my studies, viewer. Wish you were here. Chescudo is already in this one. Add a new chapter. BGN. Oh, I don't want to do that one. So the plan after 10A3 was the request. This is a very difficult position. We've got the symmetrical pawn structure. The exception of the fianchetto. I'm not sure if A3 was the proper move, to be honest. Personally, I might have just tried to hold the status quo here, because after bishop takes, black gets the c4 square, and this is pretty standard. White's on lockdown, and in a relatively passive position. I might have actually played in there. Perhaps before we play for knight c4, we should remove the knight. But we do have a white squares. Wow. Bishop e4? Maybe knight to e4 first. Try to lock down the center. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
What's up?
Let's get the puppy a tubby.
Oh, you're giving the bubby a tubby?
I just did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We'll see.
I'm going to try to do something with the air conditioning today.
Yeah.
That's a good time, too, because my neighbor has started to work on the fence in the backyard. There will be a lot of pounding just now. Wait just a moment. F3. There's a pawn hanging. But black won this game anyway. This is no plan for white. Basically, white cannot play a3, right? That's my suspicion. White's move a3 is too weakening. There are too many holes in the position. Black has the open file. Backward pawn. It's like game over. Feeling of complete and Yep, and the computer agrees with me. Bishop d2 is best. It came up. And then black is clearly better. By clearly better, so the gradations are slightly better, which is anywhere up to a pawn in deficit. Clearly better is greater than a pawn, and decisive advantage is greater than 2 pawns. So a decisive advantage for one side or the other usually means that the game should be decided. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? Game should be decided. Where is everybody? Is everybody watching the St. Louis Chess Club? Right now we only have Peter's Fiddler and Yasser. And Amaya's playing shogi. Two-year anniversary. And she's celebrating on cheese.com. Suggestions for the raid, everybody. Tosh Queen. Oh, never mind. My personal favorite, and of course the one that I am hoping to at some point do a collaboration with as far as FIDE training goes. Please enjoy the streamer. Please give her your full attention. She is a very earnest, over-the-board player. She's a FIDE master, and she's working very hard on her game. One last time through, make sure you join all of the dojos to make sure you get the updates. I will not be advertising on all of them. PG Road, indeed. Thank you, sir. Have a great day, everybody. Be sure to catch my Twitter, etc. Ciao.